So guys, today I'm gonna be making a tutorial video for the Capri Sun edit. This edit got 1 million views on TikTok and like 250,000 views on Instagram. Something like this. I don't know the exact numbers. I'll put it up on screen. So yeah, this was a viral edit and I think it went pretty well. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of how I made this. Well, what I did is I just took multiple shots of the Capri Sun. So we've got a lot of like shots right here, all types of different shots going around it, going towards it, going up. All these shots, I shot this all with my iPhone, so no expensive advanced camera equipment, no gimbal, just handheld with my iPhone. And after I shot it, I stabilized it. So I'll show you the regular shots. So you can see, for example, I'll take one shot, it's a bit shaky, right? So when we go to that shot stabilized, you can see it's way smoother. I stabilized all these clips. Look at this very stable. And if we go to the unstabilized clip, you can see it's way more shakier. So that's very important that before you start the edit, you stabilize really well. Now, I'm not gonna get into the stabilizing because it takes quite some time and it's a tedious thing to teach you right now. And this is just merely a breakdown of the edit that I made. So if you do want to learn this, you can go to the link in the description and learn it in my school. There I teach you everything about editing and also how I stabilize, shoot clips and edit it on the beat. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can go and see in the link in the description. So back to the edit. So we've got all these shots. Yeah, let's just start from the beginning. So you can see in the beginning, I just zoomed in, I speed ramped towards the Capri Sun, and then a straw pops up. Now this is just a straw where I just cut this out. So I just made a photo of this and I cut this straw out. So it's nothing special, it's just like a plain photo. And I rotoscoped it, I cut it out. You can also mask it. And then I just animated this with some twist. Just twisting it in and just bam, bam, bam. On the beat, right? Also, that's very important. That makes the edit really cool, that it's right on the beat. That just gives it like the more satisfying feeling that everything is on the beat. Well, that's what I do all the time. I like to edit like exactly on the beat. So yeah, that's just actually really simple. So every time the straw stabs, right, it zooms in and it zooms in and it zooms in. And how I made these cuts, right, so you see these cuts. Yeah, so I grabbed an image, it was this, I cut it out and put a little mask on it. Just duplicated it 3 times and just stabbed the straw 3 times, and these cuts put into place where they get stabbed, right? That's how I did the stabs, and just fade it out as I zoom out, because then it goes right into it, right? Yeah, I just animated it that it goes right into it, cut this bottom piece out. You see, like, it's not perfect, but when you put on frame blending and motion blur, it's barely noticeable. And because also the edit goes really fast, it's barely noticeable. So that's a really good tip for you guys. If something goes really fast, you can be a little bit less precise with things, because if it goes really fast, you can't really see how it goes. You can't really notice it. Okay, so then let's go to the next part where it gets stepped in on the beat, right? And then it zooms out, and I wanted to like display this Capri Sun with all the fruits around it and the juice around it. And how I did this, I did do this with AI. As you can see, it looks AI right here. But again, when the frame blending is on and it goes so fast, it doesn't really look like AI. So how I did this, I'll show you what I did inside of the AI program. So I got this. I got this for this frame from the Capuchin. Then I got also this as a reference for a more detailed photo of the Capuchin. And then I said photo 1 is the exact same scene, so I wanted this scene. And the Capuchin is close to the camera, around it, in the air is floating, all the fruits, and I just described all the fruits and the juice, and the Capuchin is in the air, displayed in a cinematic way. So I just put that prompt right there, and it just, the Nano Banana just spit this out. So I thought, great, I thought it always amazes me how well it does, actually. And then I got that frame, that last frame that we just generated, and I got the first frame of this, right, because it goes in like that and it's zoomed in right here. And this is where the first frame, so this is what I generated already, so let's put it off. And this one I exported, this image, and then I just used it as a start frame. I used this as a start frame, and then this one as the end frame, the one we generated. And as a prompt, I just wrote simply, camera pulls back while fruits and juice fly in. The Capuchin makes a 360 twist. I actually drew 3 different models, so I did just to test it out. So Kling 2.5 Turbo, Kling 3.0 and Kling 2.1. And I thought the first one was the best, so this one, you can see it's not perfect, right? It doesn't look really that real, you know what I mean? But when it goes fast and you put motion blur on it, it's not noticeable that it's that fake. It looks edited and not like AI. It's also edited, but also AI. You know what I mean? It's just a simple way to get cool footage and cool effects. So then I got also this one, but this one I thought it was a bit shaky and it didn't feel right to me. And this one also didn't, yeah, it didn't feel right to me. So I just used the first one, the Kling 2.5 Turbo. I like this, actually. This is my favorite AI model inside of Higgs field because it gives me the best results, and it's only per generation, it's 6 credits. And the other ones is like 10, or let's see, it's, yeah, 7.5. And this one was, well, actually on 1080p, yeah, it's 10. So yeah, I like the 2.5 Turbo the most. So yeah, I just then generated that shot and I used it right here. So you can see this was the start frame, and of course the frame blending is now on, so you can't really notice it that it's that fake, right? Especially when it goes so fast. You can't it's not noticeable. And when the frame blending and the motion blur is off, you can, yeah, it's still not really noticeable, but it's still less smooth, I think. So when the frame blending and the motion blur is on, you can barely notice it. Yeah, I thought that was just a really good shot. Then we just cut this out, right? So we just cut this out for the next shot. So this is just a simple fly in effect. Cut this out and keyframe the position in like that. And on the beat actually it goes back and forth, and then the new Capuchin that I did rotoscope pops in. So the shot of the Capuchin, let's show the first shot. This was the shot, and I just simply rotoscoped it out, and then you get the cutout version, moving version of the Capuchin. And I just keyframed it from 0 and also time remapped it. So on the beat, this is all on the beat, by the way, guys. I time remapped it so that it scales up and it moves right. So that's just the scale up and the time remap. And also the background in this, let's turn this off. Also the background in this is also moving, right? With the rotoscoped out Capricen. So, and then I made it smaller and the background bigger. And then at the last one, I just popped it in and cut to the next shot. So this shot actually, and it's perfectly matched also with the same with the shot. Just, and then I just went on with speed ramping on the beat and keyframing everything. So this is just a simple keyframe speed ramp with zoom ins and rotations. As you can see here, it's all keyframed and timed on the beat. Also here it's just simple speed ramps on the beat of shots going up. So when we go further, this is a light sweep effect on the multivitamin part. So what we did here is we just, I'll show it. It was this shot at the beginning and we cut out the multivitamin part. And again, we rotoscoped this. And then I just go to the effects, just added the CC light sweep effect and just keyframed it from left to right. As you can see here, you can keyframe it from left to right. You can also, of course, adjust it however you want with the sharpness and intensity and blah blah blah. So that's how I did the light sweep thing. Just rotoscope it out, light sweep effect, keyframe the light sweep in the middle when it zooms in on the Capricen. After that it's just a few speed ramped shots again of different angles of the Capricen. Actually, the rest is just speed ramped shots on the Capricen with the shakes effects all on it, right? So what I did here is, at the end I thought it would be funny to get the empty Capricen. Of course I drank it because I've got also comments that they said I wasted the Capricen, but nothing goes to waste because I still drank it. Anyways, so I thought it would be funny to do a empty Capricen at the end. And I wanted to loop back to the beginning. What I did is, this is just the shot where I grab it like this and it ends here. And from this, let's put all these off. From this is where the shot ends, where I grab the Capricen. From this, I wanted to go to the beginning. We want to go to the end frame right here. So from this, we want to go to the end frame right here, or the beginning frame actually is that. So let's see, this is the beginning frame. So what we do is we grab the beginning frame and we grab this one and we export it as still images. And then what we do is what I just simply did, went into the AI Higgs field again. I just grabbed the beginning shot of the end shot of this when I squeeze it in my hands, and the beginning shot of the whole edit. I just did the beginning and the end frame, and I just simply typed camera pulls back while Capricen fills back up and stands up. So I just a little bit described what needs to happen, and then this came out of it. So that one I didn't think was really good. So then I made another one. Here I said pull back smoothly. So sometimes a little bit more words can help. So pulls back smoothly without shake. And The rest is just the same as the prompt. And here I think it's a little bit more smooth, of course. You can still see a little bit imperfections, you know, AI is not perfect. What I said again, when you speed ramp it fast and you've got the frame blending and the motion blur on, it's barely noticeable, right? So here you can maybe notice it's not that real, but from here it's just, you can't really notice it's not real. So when you play it fast like this, it's on, and I timed it on the beat as well, right? It's not really noticeable, and then it just loops back to the beginning, and I got the effects on it as well, and all the shakes. I just, on every beat and every sound, I just have a shake or a, like this, the squeezing in. I have this on the beginning and the end, so it loops very well. I think just that gives a little bit more of an extra effect. And on every shake and everything, I've got a shake. So yeah, that's how you do it, guys. That's a little bit of the overview and the breakdown of the edit, how I do this. I didn't go into detail, but if you want to learn more about this and how you do these types of things, I've got a school community where I teach how to edit and where I go step by step and I teach exactly how you can do these things. And I really go into depth, and I've got many lessons about this and how you can learn this type of editing. So if you guys are interested, check it out in the description, and I hope you learned something from this. Let me know some feedback if you liked it or not, if you found it helpful or not, and if you want some other tutorials, maybe where I go more a bit in depth, or when I explain an effect step by step in detail. So let me guys know your feedback, and I'll see you in the next one.